This is driving me nuts. It's Trixie, and maintaining this YouTube channel has definitely helped me improve my English skills. The more you practice, the more confident you become speaking a foreign language. All in all, you learn to think faster and make fewer mistakes. Sounds perfect, right? Well, if it wasn't for the fact that you will encounter certain words that you cannot seem to get the hang of, no matter how hard you try. You keep messing them up. In today's video, I want to talk about spelling in particular, naming English words, mostly verbs, that I as a German consider my weak spots. And is that because I'm stupid? Yes? No, it's because they suck. It's because they suck. I am by far not the only one struggling with these words, okay? They are plain evil. So here we go. English words that I'm sure many Germans hate. Patience and practice make you improve your skills. That's a valuable piece of advice. But how do you spell advice in this case? With S-E or C-E in the end? I'd go as far as to assume even native English speakers find themselves wondering the same sometimes. See, the problem is both versions exist. Advice is the noun and to advise is the verb. With to advise meaning that you give advice to somebody. Why can't they be written in the same way? Don't they sound exactly the same? Yes, I'm sure there will be many people pointing out, you can totally hear the difference. It's advise and advise. And I don't actually want to make fun of you because thank you for your help, but just because you hear it doesn't mean that I hear it. I'm German. Sink, same sing. And neither does this fact help me when I'm writing a text in English. So long story short, a noun and a verb that refer to the same concept, that sound the same at least to my ears, and that look identical except for one little catch. Evil. I like evil. Unfortunately, advice is not the only one. Oh no. What about to believe and the belief? Or to grieve and grief? Or my personal favorite, to prove and the proof. It's like, okay, you see, it's simple. The V becomes an F. You drop the E in the end, but then you add an extra O in the middle. And then you pronounce it proof. Same as before? Yeah. Why isn't it prove anyway, huh? Same as in cove. Or prov, such as in love. This is driving me nuts. But no, proof. Yeah, maybe the pronunciation is slightly different, but even after listening to 1,000,001 sound samples of native speakers saying these two words, I don't hear it. My ears refuse to hear it.
No, I can see no proof that these two words are any different. Wait, see no proof? We are ears. Shouldn't you say hear no proof? Right, I hear no proof. Sorry, my wife and I got into an argument this morning and I'm still a bit under the weather, I guess. Don't worry, I understand, bro. Oh, after hearing these silly jokes, I'm gonna have to cut my ears off.
Anyway, talking about pronouncing something, who on earth decided that it's to pronounce but the pronunciation? I bet there is a smart-ass reason for that, but to me it just feels like a trap. Why can't it be pronunciation or to pronounce? Due to my channel's topic, I have to use that word a lot. But whenever I write a script, my fingers seem wired to misspell it this way or the other. Try calling yourself online teacher and then misspell pronunciation. Embarrassment-wise, you could as well misspell your own name. Next up, to affect and the effect. I know for a fact that affect and effect cause many problems, not only to language learners. Do you know this feeling when you repeatedly said a word and it starts sounding odd? I just got this right now and it wasn't even the same word. To affect means to influence something, to have an effect on something. So why in the world can't it be the effect and to affect? But okay, fine. I'll just memorize that effect is the noun and affect is the verb, right? Right? No! Sorry. Because affect can also be a verb and affect can also be a noun. Ha! To affect means something like to cause, to achieve, to bring about. Let me try to explain the difference between affect and effect with a simple example. The protesters affected a solution. A solution was found due to the protesters' actions. Without the protesters' actions, there wouldn't have been a solution. Now, the protesters affected the solution. The solution was influenced this way or the other by the protesters' actions. Without them, the solution would have been different. The noun, the effect, on the other hand, hasn't got much to do with influences, impacts and effects. In German it's der Affekt, which is something like an impulse. You do something im Affekt. You do it in the heat of the moment. So all in all, so freaking confusing. I hope I was able to help you differentiate between these 4 words. Another verb that many people tend to misspell is to lose. Again, same story as with proof. I will never understand how a single O can be pronounced ooh here, while choose, snooze, booze and ooze are all spelled with double O. Why isn't it lows as in dose or hose?
Ha! You said hose.
You made me facepalm so hard that I broke my necklace.
That's the least you deserve for the stupid ear joke.
So understandably, it happens a lot that people spell lose like this, lose. That, however, despite sounding exactly the same, means to slacken, loosen, or ease something. Loose can also be an adjective, meaning lax or slack. Locker or lose in German. Luckily, I memorized to spell it correctly using the phrase "Hell breaks loose" if you spell loose with double O. That helps a little bit. But still it's confusing and evil, and I relate to everyone making a mistake here. You are not losers if you misspell loose. So far, all the words I mentioned are definitely tricky. I understand if you feel betrayed or disillusioned by now. However, we haven't seen the worst. Are you ready to meet my most hated English verb? The end boss of evilness. Well, I'm not gonna make you wait and guess any longer. It is to exercise. Not only do I deeply dislike what it means, I also misspell it all the time. Firstly, why is there no C behind the X? Exciting, to exceed, excellent. Looks like it's an exception. Huh? I know, it derives from a certain Latin word and it all makes so much sense, but just because there is a reasonable explanation for something doesn't mean it's easy or comfortable to learn. Also, to me, size sounds exactly like size, you know, the size. So whenever I write this word, I'm always tempted to write exercise at first, which is wrong in so many ways. Sorry for ranting so much in this video. Though I feel that as a non-native speaker, it's my right to criticize this. Funnily enough, criticize is spelled with a Z. Unless we are talking the British English spelling, then it's obviously an S. Do you get my point? Do you agree that this is all super messy, misleading and confusing? Okay, Trixie, breathe. I'm sure you noticed how much frustration piled up inside of me. It felt good to get this off my chest. So for a change, this video wasn't me teaching German to you. It was me, your basic German girl, struggling with language as well. Of course, I'll be back to producing the usual content next time, but maybe, you know, this did make you feel a bit better about your own problems. German is super hard, I know. But English has quite some traps and obstacles as well, and you have to work your way around them. Let's be brave and face our struggles together. Learn more, keep pushing it, one step at a time. Which English words do you dislike the most because you tend to misspell or mispronounce them? Do you know any tricks to avoid making the same mistakes over and over again? Let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up because that would make me really happy. As always, feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram or Facebook, and here is a video you should definitely check out. Subscribe to Don't Trust the Rabbit for more videos like this one, and if you want to support my channel even a bit more, you can also find me on Patreon. I would really appreciate your help. Now I wish you all a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!